everybody. I keep starting this video and it keeps cutting out. So, fingers crossed that third time is the charm for getting this done. Real quick, gonna skip through the introduction that I kept doing in the other videos. My ankle from the last time is better. Yay! Still kind of laying low on my couch here, so you guys are seeing the other half of my apartment. Yay! Dining room, kitchen. Now you guys know. I'm going to do storytelling without the book. And today I am going to do Anansi and the Yamhills. So this is a traditional trickster tale. It's a traditional folk tale, and a trickster tale is exactly what it sounds like. It's a tale about a main character who is some sort of trickster. He tricks the other people in the story, or the other characters in the story, if you will. Because this one's not necessarily about people, it's got some animals in it. I've got a couple notes right here beside me, so if I look down at them, that's kind of what I'm checking on. But without any ado, here is Anansi and the Yamhills, a traditional trickster tale. So, once upon a time, in a village, there was an old woman that people said was a witch. And her name was Five. Boys and girls, can you count to 5 with me? Real quick. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now, her name was 5. No one quite knew why. That was her parents had decided to name her, and let me tell you, she hated that name. Hated it. When she was a child, all of the other children used to make fun of her. They'd run up to her right in front of her and say, "Hey, give me 5!" And they'd slap hands, and laugh, and run away. So she grew up bitter, and she grew up mean. So one day, when she was old, and she had really started to learn the tricks of the trade, she decided to put a curse on her town. And she said, "From this day on, anyone that says the number 5 will drop dead." And then she thought, no, that's too much. So, she tried again, and she said, "From this day on, anyone who says the number 5 will disappear." She laid a curse across the whole town. Well, as you can imagine, this quickly became a problem for the whole town. Children could no longer do their times tables. People couldn't tell the time of day. Customers trying to sell things between merchants was awful. One day someone in a shop held up a shirt and said, "Excuse me, sir, how much for the blue shirt?" To which the merchant said, "Well, that shirt is 5. Whoosh! He disappeared. So, they quickly became used to life in this village, where no one said the number 5. Now, Anansi the spider lived in this village. He had a wife with lots of children. And Anansi was very lazy. He didn't want to do work. So, he thought, hey, I can find a way to make this work for me. So he went out into the town, and he planted 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yamhills right beside a tall guangu tree. And he planted those yamhills, decided to wait. So he climbed up into the very top of the guangu tree, and he waited for an animal to come by. Now, first one morning, after 3, 4 days, Brother Dog comes walking down the road, and Anansi sees his chance, and he drops down. And he says, "Good morning, Brother Dog," in his sweetest voice. And Brother Dog says, "Good morning," rather gruffly. He's kind of a gruff guy. And Anansi says, "Oh, excuse me, Brother Dog. I hate to bother you on your way to market, but it's just that I was never any good at math in school, and I want to count how many yamhills are here. Could you help me count them?" To which Brother Dog said, really rather meanly, "Well, you should have paid attention in school if you wanted to know math," and he walked away. Anansi wasn't going to let this bother him. He climbed back into the guangu tree, and he said, "I'll wait." So he waited until the next day, and then Brother Bull came walking by, and Brother Bull was known for being very nice and really rather simple. So Anansi said, "This is it. This is my moment," and he dropped down from the guangu tree, and he said, "Oh, Brother Bull, good morning, hello." And Brother Bull said, "Oh, good morning, good morning." And so they're talking, and then Anansi says, "Oh, Brother Bull, it's just, excuse me, I never did good at learning my numbers. Please, could you help me count my yamhills?" Brother Bull said, "Of course, Anansi. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoosh! Brother Bull was gone. And Anansi said, "Yes!" And he swooped up all of the food and all of the money, and he took it. And he said, "This is a good thing I've got going." So then he proceeded to do this every single day for weeks. He tricked Brother Turtle, Brother Owl, Brother Mongoose, even Sister Guinea Pig. So, weeks go by, and word begins to travel about Anansi gathering all of these riches. So one day, Mrs. Guinea Fowl was walking on the road where the yam hills are on her way to market. Now, Mrs. Guinea Fowl had several young children at home that she needed to care for. So she gathered up her belongings to take to market, and she said, "I'll be gone for just a moment." She left her babies at home and went to the market. So as she's walking by, Anansi sees her and says, "Oh, Mrs. Guinea Fowl, this will be easy." And Anansi dropped down from the guangu tree. And he sees Mrs. Guinea Fowl and says, "Good morning," to which she responds, "Good morning," because she's a polite lady. She was raised with lots of manners. And he says, "Excuse me, Mrs. Guinea Fowl, you are just the most wonderful woman I know. Could you help me count my yam hills right here in front of us?" And she says, "Well, of course, Anansi, yes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one that you are standing on." Anansi says, "No, that's not right. Do it again." She says, "Well, yes, sir, okay. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the hill that you are standing on." Now, Anansi was beginning to get angry, but he was trying to keep his cool, and he says, "No, that is not how you count. Do it right." Mrs. Guinea Fowl tucks herself up and stands up straight and tall and proud, and she says, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the hill that you're standing on. And Anansi screams, "No! That's wrong! That is not how you do it." And she says, "Well, Anansi, I'm so sorry. How do you do it then? Show me." And he says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoosh! And with a blinding blast of air, Anansi disappeared into nothingness. And Mrs. Guinea Fowl knew that she had been the tricky one this time. She gathered up all of the food and money that Anansi had been secreting away, and then she went on her way to market and went back home to her family. And that is the story of Anansi and the yam hills, and the story of how Mrs. Guinea Fowl was really the tricky one. Thank you so much, guys. I'm excited to see everybody else's stories. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.